Mary, you're gonna start that. I won't listen.
Hi, buenas noches. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Let's Talk Tejano here on Sirius Tejano. My name is Miss Mary. I'm in Dallas, Texas. I have my co-host up here, George Medina, out there in Cypress, Texas, and then we have two members of Fuerza Imparable joining us tonight in a very special interview. I'm going to let George introduce himself, and then we'll kick it over to our guests.
Okay, so I'll turn this thing on. How you doing, everyone? Welcome back in to Let's Talk Tejano. We're streaming through Facebook tonight, not our normal TikTok venue, but thank you for coming on. We got Mr. Ramiro Falcon and Isaac Aguilar with us tonight. They're here to talk about the band, music, and everything in between. So I'll kick it back to Mary.
Awesome. Buenas noches. Again, we have Mr. Ramiro Falcon and Isaac with us. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to kick it over to Ram and let him introduce himself, and then we'll let Isaac introduce himself.
Yes, thank y'all. First of all, for having us. Appreciate the support. Um, as a musician, it goes a long ways to have everybody backing us, and as much love and support as possible means a lot. So I'd like to introduce myself by first thanking the good Lord above for all the talent and everything that He's bestowed upon us, for the blessing to be here tonight on this show, and He's blessed us with a great band. So shouts out to my brothers that aren't here, Gabriel Reyes and Krispy Kreme. They got tied up. So lo que life is busy, life never stops lifing. Saludos a mi carnal Isaac Aguilar and AJ Aguilar, our newest member. Yeah, so I'm Ramiro Falcon. I am a part of Fuerza. I'm not the guys know how I am. I don't take full credit for anything because we're one band, one sound. So I couldn't do it without these guys. So thank you guys again for having me. Ramiro Falcon, Fuerza Imparable. I'll pass it on to my boy.
Hello, everybody. Isaac Aguilar here with you, bajo player for Fuerza Imparable. Thank you, Miss Mary, George Medina, for having us here tonight. Saludos, everybody that's on. Hope everybody's had a blessed day. It's been a long day. Like I said, we got other things to do, other jobs, and sometimes it gets in between some of the business, So that's why some of the other band members aren't live with us tonight. But without them, like Ram says, we're all a family. Without any of us, we're nothing, And thank God for giving us this talent. Him first and always. So thank
Right.
God for having us.
Absolutely, man. I think I'm pretty sure everybody I'm pretty sure everybody should sum it up that no nomás son músicos, man. Y'all have day jobs too. Everybody's got day jobs. It's the music part of it is just our second half of the life of y'all's lives. But definitely appreciate y'all making time tonight. So I guess let's go and introduce y'all to the world, man. So where y'all coming from?
I think he's muted.
Yeah,
Let me see if I can
There we
unmute
go.
him.
there he
There
is.
we go.
There we go. I'm originally from Health Center, Texas. That's where I was born. I lived for a while, half of my childhood in Plainview, Texas, and then the other half in Corpus Christi, Texas. So uh, that's that's where I come from. I'm a West Texas boy. Even though I lived in Corpus Christi for a while, I came back home to West Texas, and the rest is history. I got a lot of great friends, musician friends down here in West Texas. A lot of people that had a good hand in my career that helped me out a lot. I'll throw some names out there because I know that they're my camaradas, they're my friends. But Steven Martinez, a big inspiration in me learning how to play accordion and guiding me a little bit. David Vargas, who is now the bajo player for Masalto. uh, helped me out tremendously. That's where I started with one of the band members that isn't here. Immortal was my first band, and so it was me, Gabriel Reyes, that is now playing bass with Fuerza, and David Vargas was on bajo. We had Michael Reyes on the drums. I mean, this is way back in the early 2000s. So those guys had a big hand in what I got going on now. And through them, later on down the line, I never imagined the band that we got now. And through Gabriel, I got to meet Isaac. And, the rest is history. We're pushing originals. I'm writing a bunch of music. There's a lot of stuff behind the scenes that we're working on. We'll be in the studio on Saturday, God willing, and then Mr. Isaac's been writing some compositions as well. Krispy Kreme has been working on stuff, so it really is a true team effort right here with Fuerza. So really proud to be a part of it, and yeah, that's where we're at the moment.
I don't want you to glaze too much into it, and then we'll get into a little bit of Isaac and how he got into it. But at what age, Ram? Oh, we lost Ram.
I think it's
Okay.
my sick. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, you just go away. You're just like
Okay,
the
there it
mysterious
is.
man there.
There it
At
is.
what age did you decide that you wanted to play music? And I know you talked a little bit about your inspiration, but like, talk us through that moment where you knew the accordion was your instrument.
Yeah, so I was an athlete. You want to know it now because I'm a little hefty now, but
No, pues
I
estás
was.
comiendo también, hombre.
Eso
We'll give you a
mero.
pass.
You weren't
Yeah.
supposed to tell the secret, George. You weren't supposed to tell the secret.
No, but I was an athlete growing up. My favorite sport was basketball, but I did play football and ran track and all that stuff. And then I got injured and I had surgery on both of my knees. And I had an uncle that was an accordion player, and he always had accordions around. So I was laid up in bed after surgery. I picked up the accordion and started making noise, and I'm a lefty, right? So I I put it on upside down, not knowing it was upside down. And I was messing with it, and my uncle came home from work. And he was like, "Boy, you ain't gonna learn nothing like that. You got it backwards." So I tried flipping it right-handed, but I felt clumsy. So I put it back left-handed and kept terco, just making noise until my uncle taught me my first song, which was Yolanda from Los Chamacos.
Ah, I like it. I like it. So you were playing the accordion upside down, and that's where it felt more comfortable for you.
Yeah, that's where, because I have more coordination on my left hand. And so my uncle was, he taught me, he was like, man, you're not going to be able to do this. Not like that. And so he left to work the next morning. He came back and I learned how to play the dang song. And he was just like, how the hell did you do that? I said, I don't know, Theo. I could just hear it. And you showed me the buttons. And that was it, man. I fell in love with the accordion, and I practiced sometimes 7, 8 hours nonstop, just trying
And
to
that
learn
and
it.
that was a time that you couldn't just like stop a song. You had to rewind it and then put it and then rewind it and put it like with the technology, of where you were
Oh,
where it was when
yeah.
you were learning it.
Yeah, there was no YouTube back then. There was none of that. It was like you listen to it and you learn it. And if you understand the scales and start learning, then you just get better and get better. But yeah, it was cassette tapes like rewind, play, pause, rewind, play, pause. Like, what did he do? And then after a while, the cassettes would get all jacked up and they would lose the tonos. And
Yeah.
so it's like, man, Theo, it don't sound the same. He said, it's because it's the cassette. If you're in the right tono, just keep messing with it. So
Well, pretty
that's
safe to
how it
say,
started.
Ram, that you kind of proved a saying that goes, there's more than one way to skin a cat. If
Oh,
you were playing with it,
absolutely.
if you were playing the accordion upside down, you figured it out, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Leslie asked, "Can you stand on your head though and play the accordion?"
I don't know. I'm not as good as Jaime Yanda.
Big saludos to everybody that is hanging out with us real quick. We're gonna get some shout outs to Grupo Septimo. We have Jay Sterling in here, and then we have Grupo Entrego. So big saludos to everybody that is supporting, and we're reading your comments. I'm reading the comments as you guys are coming through. You have questions for the guys, throw them in. Sorry, throw them in the comments, and we'll get to them as well. Okay, so moving on to Isaac. Isaac, at what age did you start playing in a band or in a music, or when did you know that this was your thing?
I've always liked music since I was a little kid, but I didn't start till I was 20. I started on drums. Cousin Gabriel, bass player for us, he started me on drums at church. Started with the church, and then him and David Vargas gave me my first opportunity to play drums for Grupo Acero, which is David Vargas's uh, band at the time. So I did drumming there for about 3 years, and then went to Incepcion, and then from drums I learned bass. Got on the bass, did bass for about a year and a half, and then it was hard. It's hard to find dependable people, especially when you play for a church. So I always needed a bajo player, so I just I don't know where bought me a bajo and started learning bajo sexto, and going on going on 8 years of playing bajo sexto, and that's where that's where it all started. Little pieces by piece, and Ram and Gabriel and Krispy Kreme. At the time, I was playing with Los Arcos Hermanos Peña. And at the time, I was just filling into studio time, and guys offered me an opportunity when I left. I have a family I got to take care of, and sometimes it gets too busy. And it just at the time it was not for me, and these guys gave me the opportunity a couple of months later, and I was like, you know what? Why not? And so far we got two singles out, and like Ram said, God willing, Saturday we'll be working in the studio as well for another one.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So you also learn on your own. You had a little bit of formal teaching, but it wasn't like a actual, you went to a class and learned it. You
No.
learned it from heart. You had a pretty rich history of music all around your family. So I can
Yeah.
only imagine that you've already like learned and heard music. So that's really awesome. And that just makes you guys unique, that it comes from your heart. The music and the passion of it, like, comes from your heart, because this is what you to grew up listening to, and then you're like, this is what I want to do. I hear it, I see it, I want to be a part of it. So that's awesome. Oh, I'm sorry. So let's go on to Arnold Valdez and Leslie. I'm so sorry, you guys. Hello, everybody that is watching. Welcome in. We're learning here about Fuerza Imparable. I hope you guys are following them on all the social medias as well as the music media platforms. We're just getting started. If there's any questions, put them in the chat, and I am definitely reading. I do see y'all. I'm so sorry. But thank you guys for joining us, and please share the live with your friends and family so we can all learn about Fuerza Imparable. So you guys got together. You're all in West Texas, and I have to say that West Texas has a lot of talent out there. So, like, have you been able to work with other bands or talk to other bands, or at playing all the Jamaicas and little, like, they're not little, but the festivals out there? Have you all started to kind of help each other out, because there's so many bands out there?
Yeah, absolutely. So we played at the Jamaica in Health Center, and we got to, you know, chop it up with Superado and all those guys. And then, well, Lucky Joe was out there, and then we got a Jamaica coming up. What's the date on the Jamaica coming up, Isaac?
October 4th.
October 4th. We're going to be with the Chamacos. Is Superado's going to be out there, right? También?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, just being around all these musicians, like the one in Hill Center was super cool because that's my hometown. That's Steven Martinez's hometown. he got the jam on my box or a couple of my boxes. I got the jam on some Don Gabriel's boxes, and but just being around the musicians and everybody locally here, it's super cool, man. It's awesome. We've gone to watch Asalto play. We went as a group, all of us in Lubbock, to go show support to Jordan and David and little David and all them. So yeah, just it's just a culture. There's a bunch of super talented guys around here. So it's a blessing to be a part of that. To represent West Texas is pretty cool. It's pretty awesome. And now we're
Absolutely
doing
is.
it with the originals, right? So originals that I've written, like I said, many more originals that are coming that Isaac's working on and Crispy's working on for the Krispy Kreme, and it just sometimes it's like, man, pinching myself because I've had these originals for a long time, and finally these guys are bringing them to the light and doing them justice. So it's awesome.
We're definitely waiting on those originals, man. I mean, I know you mentioned there's a lot of talent coming out of West Texas. It's like a West Texas blitz right now here as of late with all the talent that's coming out there, which is not a bad thing, dude. I mean, hey, wherever it's coming from, we'll take it, man, because y'all put out some badass material, you know.
Thank you. So,
Especially right now, you just brought up the originals that you got cooking, man.
yeah.
Um, originals written by you, or is this something that the whole team collaborated on, or what?
Well, they're written by me, but as far as the arrangements, musically and all that, that's done as a team. So Isaac has his ideas, G Money has ideas, Krispy Kreme has ideas, and we just throw it all in the bowl and mix it up, and it comes out. And we mesh so well. Like, it's funny because Krispy Kreme and Gabriel, they're in their own little world. Me and Isaac are in our own little world, doing our stuff, and then we'll stop each other and say, "Hey, man, I got this idea. I got this idea." Or Isaac would tell G Money, Gabriel, "Hey, cuz, where you going here? Where we going there?" And then we just we're all so supportive of each other. Nobody puts anybody down. Nobody downs any ideas, and that's how we create our music, is working together. And I'll pass it to Isaac so he can second on that. How we work together so well is amazing.
Yeah, man, it's crazy the bond we have. And in a short amount of time, like I said, I've only known Ramiro and Crispy maybe 3 months. I didn't. It's crazy because, like I said, I was kind of thrown into the studio. I didn't even get to really practice with the guys on those two songs. I just went in the studio and did what I did, and then ever since then, now the other songs that we're working on, we're starting to put our ideas together, and it's coming as one. And if we don't, that's the thing. If we don't agree on it, we don't we don't say in the harsh right now. Let's try something. We're all at ease with our minds. We try to better one another. We don't try to bash each other or anything like that. Because at the end of the day, it's one band, one sound. It's a team effort, and I think that's what makes us so good is that we just our chemistry together. And that can go pretty far. We have something like that.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, it's apparent if you just joined them and then, like a couple months ago, and you're already in unison and you're already in sync, and you can, work with each other that way. Two things I want to jump on, then we'll continue, George. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good.
October 4th, where is the event? Because they're asking in the chat. Um,
It,
and sorry, go ahead.
will be in Crosbyton, Texas.
Crosbyton, Texas. Crosbyton. If I
I
spell
thought
it
you, I thought
wrong,
you were gonna
don't.
say Crosby, Texas. Oh, man, y'all traveling a long way. Y'all coming up here to Crosby, man. Hell,
Crosbyton.
that's north of where I'm at. That's north of where I'm at, and that's about an hour away from me. So I can
Oh,
imagine
wow.
that's about a 2 days drive for y'all.
Right.
Saludos going out to Joanne Benya and Jessica Rodriguez. We have y'all. She's out here in Haines City, Florida, and she said if you can go to Haines City, Florida, come on out. So she's already saying that they want to hear y'all in Florida. So I wanted to touch on that before the comments got away from me. But so Crosbyton, Texas is your next event. So going back to the music you guys coming through. Ram, you have a lot of music that you've written and that you're putting out there for the guys, and you're gonna be in the studio very soon, right?
Yes, we're going to be in the studio on Saturday, working on another one. So it's gonna be a surprise. It's a great song. Um, and then, well, we have on deck a bunch, enough to do a whole album. So we got to be, we're gonna be super super busy, but it's all gonna be worth it once everybody gets to hear the music that we're putting out and some of the different originals that we're working on. Um, we're gonna feature a couple of people. Um, gonna feature my uncle on one of them, and it's his bolero, and so we're gonna do that. I have another guy that I'm not gonna spill the beans on his name yet because the guy's phenomenal, and so that's another one that we're gonna put out there. So,
We're
but
gonna
the
have to
beauty,
talk you into sharing who that is. Just kidding.
no, I can't do that.
I'm
I
just
can't
kidding.
do that just yet. But no, but he's a phenomenal guy. He's another local guy as well. So I'm looking forward to that. And he's given us a blessing on a bunch of other songs because he's a phenomenal songwriter too. Let me turn on my light here, see if you guys can see me. Um, but he's a phenomenal songwriter as well, and so he's given us the blessing on some of his music, combined with my music and everything that Isaac's working on and Crispy's working on. We're talking about 35 to 40
Damn.
originals. So we have plenty of material that's going to come out soon, and accordingly, right? So we got our name for our first album. When we get it done, it's going to be Tormenta, and after that, we'll start working on the next one. But we have enough material right now, original material for 3 albums. So that's truly just a blessing.
And that's
Damn.
all original, or do you guys plan on doing like some cover music?
We're going to do very few covers. So I think altogether covers that we're going to throw on there, maybe 5, maybe. I know 3 for sure.
Yeah. Three
3,
on this album coming up.
yeah, 3 on this album coming up. But after that, it's going to be all originals.
I really quick they said, Ram, you went to the dark side, and they're
Yeah,
singing in their head. I wear my sunglasses at night. I wear my sunglasses at
yeah.
night.
I wish I wish I could see without them, but I can't. Unfortunately, I'm blind as hell.
Right. They're prescribed. That's
they're
why.
Yeah.
they're
We'll
prescribed.
give you a pass on
They're
that one there, man.
prescribed. There's a lot of things that are prescribed now that are legal, right? So,
Yeah, for real,
Not intended. Not intended. Go to Colorado for that. So let's go to Madi. Hello, Madi. How are you? And Jesse. If I missed you guys, I'm so sorry. So that's to Lori. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Please share the live if you have questions for Grupo, or not. It's not Grupo. It's Fuerza Imparable. Put them in the chat and we'll read them out to you guys. The guys can see the chats as well. But if you guys have any comments or questions, just put it in the chat. So talking about covers a little bit, is this a like when y'all do covers, do you kind of make them your own, or do you try to kind of sound like the original to pay homage to those songs?
let me. We try to keep them original to a degree, but everybody plays a little different, right? Everybody has a this, a different that, and it's just like subtle changes. It's not like it's something too crazy, right? But yeah, we try to put our own little flavor on it, and I don't know. I think Isaac can elaborate more on that because Isaac is to me, and I don't know if he's gonna agree or not, but he's the most creative one in the band. Like he, if he feels an idea, he just plays it, and he's like, did it sound good? This, so Isaac is like the creative one when it comes to the arrangements and stuff. So I don't know. What do you think, Isaac? How you feel about the way we play our covers?
Like I said, yeah, we played pretty similar to a degree, but we try to make it our own style. We try to this the little touch up, you know. It's hard to top a song that's been recorded, you know, especially if it's been a hit. You know, it's hard to try to match it or do it better, but we try our best. And something like I try to change a little different. You know, while I'm on the semi, I'm listening to music, trying to, especially like the ones we're about to take out. What can I do? What can we do here to make it just a little different? You know, but it's still a team effort. It's not just me. It takes all of us. So
So you definitely are in putting it in your own style to so that people know that it's Fuerza Imparable playing that song, even though they've heard it by a couple or one other artist. Then they're hearing Fuerza Imparable, and that's kind of like what we talk about on our podcast is the importance of covers. Sometimes a band does need a cover song because they've never been heard by certain people and they're like, oh, I know that song. Let's, I've heard that song before. Who is this band? And then they kind of start following you. And as we say, go down the rabbit hole, like, who is this band? Let me go find them. Where are they playing? So I think covers, and George can weigh in. I think covers are important.
yeah.
George, what do you think?
Oh, sorry. I was looking at this other. I was trying to keep up with the comments too, but no, absolutely, I completely agree because we do touch on that subject. Well, with every guest, really, because every guest, every musician, every artist, band has done their fair share of covers, which we have nothing against. Uh, we've heard horror stories as far as yeah, people heard me playing covers and they didn't approve of it because they say, hey, why are you trying to sound like so and so? I can see where the criticism would come in, but at the same time, I wouldn't really pay no mind to it because you guys put in your own special spin. It's like Mary said, it's gonna lead people to go look for y'all's other material. In y'all's case, y'all gonna have some fresh material, fresh original material, man. I mean, if anything, I think you know, listening to the song that I heard earlier from y'all, I think they'll be looking for y'all's originals before they even go recognizing the covers, man. Because if it's anything like what y'all got coming out here, man, it's gonna hit hard. But I'm with I'm not I don't have anything about I don't have anything against covers. Never have, never will. Everybody's done them. I mean, we talked about it how there's still songs being covered that got written 50 years ago,
Yeah.
50, 60 years ago, So are you gonna criticize the people that made money off of that? No, absolutely not. If anything, it's keeping that song alive and it's keeping that artist memory alive. So it's just I think it's just a springboard to people, getting to know y'all's material. I think that's what it's just a springboard.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Yeah, and
agree.
that's
I
awesome, bro.
agree.
And in a little
Ram.
I think Skynet got Ram.
The Matrix, like,
We have no idea what
Justin
he's
said,
saying.
he's talking in code. Help us understand him.
I think the CD is scratched.
It's a remix.
Hey
I
Ram, you
like the way
there?
he stayed.
Hey Ram, you there?
Hmm.
No, he's probably moving around the house. Oh, there he is.
You there, Ram? I can
Uh,
hear us, so he's probably on a delay.
yeah, I'm about to say he is on a delay.
Oh,
Um, but yeah, man. I mean, that's my take on covers, man. I mean, I know we cover that quite a bit on this show, but I've got nothing against them, man. I really don't. I mean, and then again, I'm not an artist. I love the music. I'm not an artist. I'm not a DJ or an artist or nothing like that. I'm just a fan of the music. But I don't have nothing against it because there's some bands, there's rock bands, alternative bands. I listen to their covers, and all of a sudden I start listening to their original stuff. It just opens up the doors to that band or artist. You know,
And
Am I
at the end
back
of the
on?
day, we're here to just to please the fans as well. You know, I mean, that's what it matter. That's what matters. You know, is pleasing the fans,
right,
getting them on our side. So
right.
Absolutely. I agree. All right, Ram, you're back. Are you good?
oh,
Can you hear me?
Put the antenna up on your phone. Put the antenna up.
it's cutting off bad.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go back outside.
Pay the extra 10 cents for more Wi-Fi.
Mm,
Mm. Yep, that's what I get for making fun of Ram. Got an extra hole. I got an extra hole in my mouth.
I don't know what's going on, guys.
It would never, we always have an inventor on our show. So this is just common. We're good. We're going to keep going. Ram, you good?
So Isaac, y'all touched on it earlier. Y'all get together, y'all got good chemistry and stuff like that. I mean, we know, being in the music, well, y'all being in the music business, y'all probably heard the horror stories of there's always gonna be egos involved, man. I mean, obviously, if y'all been in it long enough, y'all gonna recognize when that starts to rear its ugly head. I mean, um, to me, egos could be a good thing. Good thing could be a bad thing. To me, a good thing is because hey, it shows that hey, you're standing by what you believe in, and you believe in yourself, and you're gonna be strong about it. And at the same time, it's probably gonna show the ugly side of it as well. Um, how would y'all deal with it if something like that came to play? I mean, will y'all call each other out, or y'all just say, "Hey, let's write it out," or what?
As far as the Eagles, yeah, like I agree with what you're saying, but as far as us four, I don't think we don't allow that to come between us or anything. You know, we've had little disagreements on certain things, and we come as a group and we talk about it, and we try to work the best way. You know, we don't we don't throw, I guess you could say, hissy fits or whatnot to make it worse, the matter worse. We come to an agreement as a family. Like I said, you know, all family fight. You know, brothers and sisters they fight. So luckily, we haven't really had anything like that. But if it was to come, I think we would still be good enough to talk it out amongst each other and work things out. You know, to better ourselves. But
And that would just be the passion of the music and passion for the band coming out. And
Hmm.
at the end of the day, it's just like a family. We're gonna have disagreements, and we're gonna have our opinions, and we're gonna, things are gonna happen. And it would be weird if it didn't happen. I think because you guys are so passionate about the music, but when you bounce back and look at the end of the day, you're still there for the same reason. Like you keep saying, and I like y'all's motto, one band, one sound, because that's at the end of the day, that's what it's important. You're here for the fans, you're here for the music, and getting all those, singles out. That's what the end game is, right? To play music for your fans and get music out for your fans and contribute to the music, to the music libraries, and I think each of you probably have the reason why you're in a band. So we'll get into that a little bit later. Like, what's the core reason? What's the reason why you want to be in a band and stuff? So be thinking of that. I do want to introduce a song, or I'll let y'all introduce the song. I think we should start with "Perdóname," Ram. If you're here, if you have the foil up on your phone and you're ready to go, if you want to
Yes.
introduce "Perdóname," we'll take a listen so everyone can hear it.
No, that's awesome. And you guys can hear me, right? I'm back on.
Uh,
You sound like the
Okay.
phone's
So
drunk, but yes.
you're
the
dropping, you're
phone's.
coming in. You're dropping, you're coming in.
Oh man, I don't know what the. I have this song is really special to me because it's the first one I wrote, and there it goes again. What the heck?
And we'll
Can
let
y'all hear
Isaac
me or
take
no?
over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can hear you.
Okay,
You're just
yeah,
dropping in now,
yeah.
bro.
It keeps coming in and out. I can see it like my signal. So let me see if. Hold on. Let me get to a better spot here. I'll let Isaac introduce it. He knows how special this song is to me. It's the first song
Yes,
I ever wrote. So
this is Ram's very first song he ever wrote. Um, First one we put out there, and it's called "Perdóname."
All right, let's take a listen, everybody.
Sé que te encuentras derrotada de dolor por mis mentiras. Te ha rompido el corazón, solo han quedado recuerdos de tus besos en mi piel. Por eso suplico, dame el tiempo para reparar nuestra relación. Perdóname, lo siento, te fallé. Regresa a mí, devuélveme mi ser, yo te lo juro. He cambiado por ti, ya no quiero seguir sin tu amor que me da toda respiración. Perdóname. Aunque sé que no te tengo aquí, no hago más que pensar que un día vuelvas a mí. Tengo negra mi alma, está hueco el corazón. Por favor, quítame esta pena de no tener tu amor. Perdóname, lo siento, te fallé.
A very powerful song, Perdóname. It's available on all the music media platforms. Please go follow, request, download, stream. Perdóname by Fuerza
I'll tell you what,
Imparable.
that's that true West Texas sound right there, man. It's so I don't even know how to describe it, Mary. I mean, kind of fill in the gas, but it's that fast paced, like kind of fast paced tempo. I don't know. It's West Texas, man. What can I say? Y'all guys kill it.
I
Y'all guys kill it.
agree. I think there is a sound there that we hear.
It's that West Texas sound, man.
Thank you,
So
thank you.
so obviously, man, that's good work on that song. It's that and Ram, that's your first song, man. Congratulations, dude. It sounds great, man. It sounds great.
no, no,
Like I said, that's only
thank
a
you.
little prelude to the 30 something, 50 something odd songs you got up there in your head waiting for us to hear, man. So looking
Yeah.
forward to that. I know, we touched on it as the earlier. Isaac, you musical background, bro? Inspiration?
Who my inspirational
Hey.
in music? Honestly, my cousin Gabriel's the one that got me started. My mom would take me as a little kid to the parties, and he was always there. He was always jamming his drum set, and that's where I fell in love with it. And then, as soon as I'm about 4 years old, Johnny Canales, my grandparents would stay with me, and I would watch Johnny Canales, and I fell in love with Jaime Los Chamacos, Albert Zamora, Hometown Boys, and as well as Los Arcos Hermanos Band. They were always looked up to them, and but as far as my inspiration, it was from my primo Gabriel. He's the one that got me started in the music.
Nice, nice. So I take it you weren't the kid that fell asleep on the chairs at the quinceañeras, huh?
Oh no,
You
I
were up
was
there.
on the
You were up there with the
stage.
band, yeah.
Yeah, and I was learning, watching, see what I could learn.
There you go. No, that's cool, man. No, that's cool, man. Because we talked to all these artists and everybody. I mean, majority obviously has got they got family in the business and so on and so forth. But we talked to Mr. Ramon Lucio a couple of days ago, and I mean, he said he picked it up as a kid. Same thing. 5 years. I think he started at 5 years old. He's like, hey, man, they asked me to play in front of my family, picked up an instrument, started playing. I was like, man, y'all got to have something in y'all's genes because at 5 years old, I was still eating crayons and whatever I fucking crawled up my knee, man. So you guys picked up instruments.
Yeah, and that's the way my son is. My son's man. Ever since he was 8 months, he could walk. he had a guitar in his hand or accordion. We got little videos of him just jamming. He loves it now. Look at him. He's our conga player. He's still learning congas. He's
Mhm.
a big drummer. He loves drumming, but you got to learn somewhere and learn something different. And right now, that's what he's learning is congas. And and big shout out to Ram for that because Ram gave him his first conga set. So Ram's a big part of it.
So I
That's
see down there in the comments, Mighty says that Johnny Canales was your babysitter at night, man.
Yeah, that's what they say. That's what they would give me from crying at night.
Aplástese y no sé, yo don't listen to Johnny Canales.
Yeah.
in his dreams. He's all, take it away, take it away.
Yeah, take it away.
All right,
All right,
Ram,
you
are
back?
you back? Are you good?
I think so. Can y'all hear me now? Am I back?
Yeah, there you
Hey.
go. A lot better, man.
There we
Better.
go.
So
So
we'll do
the
it all
secret.
over. We'll start all over, Ram.
I want to send a shout out to everybody that's watching.
Yeah,
My wife, my kids, my nephews and nieces, all my friends, my primos, La Fema Herrera, Lopez, my compadres, all of them. Big hello to from Grupo or Fuerza Imparable. Saludos to all of you. I hope you're all having a blessed night as well.
Yes, thank
So,
you.
or I know
uh,
Sabo Kid down there.
Yeah.
Fuerza Imparable. What does that translate to?
unstoppable force.
There you go. Unstoppable
Yeah,
force.
yeah. So
Nice. Kind of sounds kind of Star Warsy, but I like it.
there you go, man. It's definitely an honor to be amongst these gentlemen that I'm jamming with now. And then, of course, to pass it on to the next generation and having Isaac's son on stage with us, and oh, it's been a blast, man.
What?
AJ has endured some tough times already, but he's
Y'all,
getting
y'all
the.
haze them too? Did y'all haze them too?
Oh,
Oh
does he
Lord,
know?
it just we know how much it takes because we're so seasoned, right? And at times, and I speak for me, I I I seem to forget that he's just a kid, he doesn't have the endurance and stuff that we do. But I'll tell you what, this kid is so talented and so hungry, and he's gonna be a beast.
Mhm.
He's gonna be a beast, and he's gonna be well versed. As I mean, look at his dad, from drums to bass to bajo to vocals. Like Isaac is just such a well-rounded musician.
I'm sorry,
As
AJ's how old again?
He's 8 years old.
he's 8.
Oh man, he's got a long way to go, man. Hell yeah,
Yeah.
he's gonna.
That's where
Hell
it
yeah, he's got.
starts, though. So
Yeah, he's got the
let's
energy.
talk about that a little bit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
speaking of generations and stuff, um, you all were introduced at a very young age, and that's what we're doing. But I think it's important for them to see, for anyone that's interested. I mean, you can start at any age, right? But for the importance to be around music and hear it. There's so many different styles of music out there. But for us to instill Tejano Conjunto amongst the children, we have to be playing it around them and exposing them to that music and saying that you can listen to your music, but listen to our music because this is our traditions and this is our history. So I think it's important that we, at a very young age, I remember going to the bailes at a very young age, and they taught me how to dance. So I mean, that's where the love of music came for me. Is my parents took me to bands and they took me to concerts and dances and bailes, whatever the bodas and stuff. But that's where my love of music was, and I think it's up to us as adults to introduce it to children. So I think that's awesome that AJ's out there with you, learning that and seeing what it takes to be a musician, and then he can grow into that role.
no, and it's super cool. Like this kid is so talented, he don't even know it yet. So he fell in love with Perdóname. I ain't even lying. Isaac is at my witness. We went to go play at Isaac's brother's house to go practice, and he was like, "Show me Perdóname" on accordion. And the kid, he learned Perdóname like I was like scratching my head, like, what the hell? And he
I was
was
like,
like,
it took me a long time to learn it. No, just kidding.
"Yeah." No, he was like, what's the other piece? What's the other piece? And where's it going? And it was so funny because my black accordion, the Sonola, is freaking heavy. It's like a cinder block, but he didn't care. He was freaking jamming it, and he learned Perdóname. I was just like, wow, what the heck?
And he's a
But
lefty, but he plays with his right. It's crazy. He's lefty, but plays with his right.
yeah,
So
he's
he's a
gonna
lefty
be.
as well. So he's a lefty like you, Ram. The way you started, right? The way you
Yeah,
said.
Yeah, but he plays right-handed though.
he plays.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so he's
But
having to get used to it. But
so I know how to teach right-handers so well because I just learned how to flip it in my mind by watching my uncle when he was showing me because my uncle is right-handed. So if a right-hander's playing an accordion and he's like, "Man, where are you going right here?" I can like, all right, this is where I'm going. I can go to the accordion and press the buttons exactly where I'm going. It's just crazy.
Well,
I
That's
guess what
talent.
do you
It's
call what do you
you,
call that whenever you're kind of retarded but you're not? You're kind of smart, but
like
you're not.
like 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 Rain Man.
what? What?
man,
Wait a minute. What? You just went
That's the
left
first thing that
real
came to
quick.
mind. That first thing came out was Rain Man.
I was gonna say it went left, but for Ram it would go right. I mean,
Sure, Ram.
But it's still
he,
left.
he,
I don't know. But no, man. But this is what we're doing, and we want to encourage them. And I love AJ. I love his enthusiasm, and he's just naturally gifted.
yeah.
So I gave him his first congas ever, and that was to me one of the best moments in my musical career. That was top three, like, because I know that he's gonna be something special in the future, and
And he
he's
has
around.
every instrument.
Yeah, he does. He has bajo,
Yeah.
accordion, congas, drums, bass.
Bass. He has everything.
wow,
Uh,
he can start his own band. He's gonna leave y'all pretty
yeah.
soon. They're gonna pick him up.
Shout out to Zodiacal. 2 weekends ago, he got up on stage with them and played the Weedle.
No,
That's just how
yeah,
much he loves music. He just got on stage and started playing the Weedle with them. So
Oh
shout
wow.
out to them guys, man. They're upcoming young talent. También they're in the age range from what, 13 to 15 years old.
yeah.
That group. So shout out to them. They allowed him to get on stage with them, and he got to jam a couple of cumbias with them with the Weedle. So
Man,
That's
And
so
there's a
shouts out
there's a
to
cool.
lot of
también to
young artists out there,
Asalto.
man.
yeah,
Shouts out to Asalto and Jordan, David, little David, um, my boy on the bass, Mr.
Jake,
Soto, Jake Soto. I mean, so I've known Jake for years. Of course, me and David used to jam. I know of Jordan, but I've never really met him in person. But shouts out to Asalto, man, and like I said, they're killing it right now. So anybody that's in the industry that's doing well, and anybody in the industry that's just getting going and shooting at the gate, I mean, best of luck to everybody. Superado, hometown boys, all of us, los hermanos Peña, los Arcos,
Entrego,
Rebeldes, Entrego, all of us that are around here locally, just
Grupo
wish
Incepción,
every Incepcion, my boy, shout out to John Herrera, one of the best accordion players around, man. He's great, great guy. Josh from Incepcion, another great accordion player and keyboard player. I mean, there's just so many that, man, we can go on all night. Uh, but just congratulations to all these guys that are actually in bands and actually trying to do something, because the hardest thing to do is to keep a band going, to keep a band united, to keep a band together. It is tough, man. It's tough.
Well, and we got life that happens, and like it's tough just living and then trying to do our outside passions and work and hobbies and everything. I mean, this is much more than a hobby, but it's really tough to put it all together, and then our families. So shout out to all the families of the band members también, because they're the ones that like kind of take on some of that as well.
Yeah, they take
So
on the
going,
back half.
what's up?
Monday.
What did you say?
I said, yeah, they definitely take the back half of it.
Yeah. Yeah, the
Yeah.
unseen part of it, yeah.
So talking about generations, you all just had a song released, Ram, where you got to have a special part with your father. Do you want to touch on that song a little bit?
Yes, we did an acoustic version of Perdóname, and it got released early, which kind of caught me by surprise, but it's all good because my dad's on there, and that was very special to me. My dad's actually doing second vocals on that track, and Isaac knows, and the guys know how much I love my pops. He's not doing so well right now, so um, it's really a special moment for me that I got to share with my dad, and of course, shouts out to Jay Sterling and his pops. You know, so it was his dad and my dad together on the track. Like I said, I was surprised that it got released early on SoundCloud, but I'm proud of it because my dad's on there, and of course I wrote the song, and it's a song that I wrote when I was, and I'm a very honest guy, so it was a song that I wrote when I didn't even have an accordion with me. I was in prison, um, and I had to go away for a little bit. I made some mistakes in my life, but I wrote that song and I heard the melody in my head the whole time I was in there. And I am not kidding, guys. As soon as I got out, the first day, I went and took care of the stuff that I had to take care of, which was a couple hours when I first got out. And I went straight to my accordion and I started hitting Perdóname. And I within 5 hours of me being back home, I had Perdóname pretty much done. And
That's amazing.
so that song that's why it's so special to me, because it means a lot to me for my dad to be on there. So I'm glad that my dad was a part of that. That's something that's never gonna go away. My dad's never recorded, never. My dad's always sang just here and there, but just to have him on the track with me was amazing. And then so we got, man, I can't wait for y'all to hear some of the stuff we got coming up beyond that.
Well,
Se
I
me va
mean,
el
and there's a lot of
sueño.
prayers going out to your father right now in the chat. So thank you all
Yeah.
for putting prayers in
Yes.
the chat. But what was it like working with your father in the studio? Was it like just surreal, being like, this is where we've come and this is what we got to do? Like, was it just
It was,
everything? Like,
it was so cool because he was so nervous. He's never really like done anything like that ever. I mean, he's come with us to practice, right, Isaac, and he sings and he cuts loose. But the studio was a little different, and he was nervous. I was like, "Man, Pop," I gotta tell him, "Pop, just calm down and sing your part, and that's it. Like, just relax." And so he did. And thanks to everybody for their prayers for my dad. That means a lot to me. My dad is my best friend, and he's always with me everywhere we go. Pops is there, and so. Uh, Hopefully everything turns out well with the prayers, and whatever happens with the big man upstairs, whatever he wants is what we got to roll with. But I hope to have him many more years, and I hope to do some other stuff with dad in the future. And like it was just it was just a special moment for me. So I'm grateful, and again, thank you guys for all your prayers, and especially my brothers in the band. I know how much they love my pops, and everybody's rooting for him, and praying for him, and that's that's just how we carry each other. So
That's amazing. So, I mean, I can only imagine what that was like to record with your father because, it came from the family and to bring him into it. So, Isaac, are you considering doing something to have your son and doing something special to have him on the album as well? I mean, I know he's playing the congas, but are you working on anything to like highlight him in the next songs or in the next album?
oh, it'd be so cool. I'm
Oh.
gonna chime in real quick right there. Um, so the last time we practiced, and I'll give it back to Isaac after this. Uh, he actually sang "Ven a mí,"
Mhm.
right? And so "Ven a mí"
The Jennifer
some
Pena song.
no, no,
I'm
it's
about to
another
say.
original.
He has
It's an original.
Oh,
Ram,
okay.
It's
I was
Ram
another
has
about to
a
say.
song called "Ben on Me."
I'm about to
it's
say y'all should
another
have recorded that
original.
one, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be another original, and I'm just throwing it out there, Isaac. Man, maybe we can put him on that, man. I don't know
Yeah.
that. I just because he sang
He,
it
he,
with us, so
he
I'll let
sings
Isaac.
with his heart.
Oh, man, he has the seconds naturally. It's
Yeah.
crazy, but I'll let Isaac take over on that.
Yeah. I would love for my son, it's weird because I want him to be way better than I am in anything, I want him to succeed more than what I have. And I try to sit down and practice with him, even on the singing. And yeah, dad, yeah. And then he'd rather go play football or something. But that's one song he really did fall in love with. I mean, he likes all the songs. He likes Perdóname and Liberados. But he ended up falling in love with Ben Ami, and we practiced. Actually, it wasn't even a practice. It was my brother's birthday bash, and he got up on. Well, he's on stage with us, but he got and actually got to sing the whole song, and it shocked me because I didn't think he knew all the words, but he did, word for word. He sang it, and so maybe we could put a little track of him on that song. Who knows? It's up to Ram. Like it's Ram's song, so we're a team, but at the end of the day, it's up to Ram. He wants to do it.
That would be really cool to incorporate, like the different generations and stuff. So something to think about. I mean, just something that I thought about when I heard Ram talking about his father, and then I was like, man, you guys have, there's a lot of families that work together, but you guys have that unique. He's so young and talented and getting ready to sing, and it sounds like he's just not afraid to try anything.
No.
So that's really awesome. So shout outs to you and Madi and for supporting that dream of his and letting him be him and letting him in that music world. So big shout outs to you both and to Ram for letting him welcome him into the band, the open arms and letting him do all of the work.
Yeah.
So
No,
moving
thank you.
on to sorry, George, go ahead.
Are they still able to come in to the chat like Krispy Kreme?
Yes.
Definitely, I sent him the link. Let me grab it. There he is.
Okay. Yeah, he said it's not letting them come in. So
Okay,
I don't know.
let me share it with him. Go ahead, George.
No, I was gonna say. I mean, going. I'm gonna touch on Isaac here in a little bit, but same thing. I mean, with Ram, obviously, parents are his dad, but man, it must be an awesome feeling. Definitely an awesome feeling to share that moment with your dad. In your case, Isaac, with your kid. I know that's one thing that Mary and I talk about here a lot is getting the new generation involved. Obviously, you're starting off yours. I guess young. I would say young, but at the same time, you heard about people starting younger. Obviously, just don't turn into Joe Jackson. But it's one of those deals where I guess, like, for example, my kid. My kid loves. We both love baseball. You know, uh, he picked up music. He picked up metal music. He's in a metal band. I love metal music too, pero I guess I'm guilty of it too because I didn't play too much Tejano music in front of him. And I think that's what's going on right now. But you guys y'all got that kid right there deep in with y'all, man. Y'all putting him in a good spot if he decides to run with it when he gets older. Especially when he hits his teen years, man.
Yeah. And it's good to listen to all sorts of genre music because you get little ideas there and there, and you can add it
Right?
to
Yeah,
ours. So he listens to everything. It's not just Conjunto Tejano. He listens to a little bit of everything. I'm like, it's fine, son. You get ideas. You get that's where your creativity comes out of. And
yeah.
he has a. I told him since the gig, I go, man, son. you got a lot of weight on your shoulder because a lot of people already know you. They've seen you on stage, you know, because he's been on stage since he was little with me, and he's been growing to be that. So I'm like, so they already have you on a pedestal. So you have to work your butt off to get there, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, the spotlight's already on him, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, especially with you right by his side on stage. He's gonna obviously we talked about this before here too, where the criticism is right there, right in front of you, especially right here with social media. You get it when you least expect it, because it's so instant that you get, the criticism or good feedback, whatever it is, you're getting it instantly, at his early age. I mean, obviously you're there to protect him, man, but he's gonna have to grow some tough skin, pretty early,
Oh yeah.
especially with these, you know, evil ass kids at school, you just never
Oh
know who's
yeah.
gonna get to them.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
So moving, I know we have a lot. We've talked a little bit about what's coming up and a little bit about where y'all are coming through. So if we were to watch Fuerza Imparable live, what should we expect? Uh, if you were to kind of label what your band kind of does on stage, give us a little bit of like what do we expect as a fan to watch y'all live?
I would
It's
say
and
high
a lot of
energy
energy.
from Isaac. Isaac is definitely our high energy guy. Um, he brings it to the table. Everything he does, he leaves it on stage. It's making me break out of my shell. Uh, Standing next to this man and watching him just electrify the crowd and just doing what he loves to do, and it spills over to everybody. So I would say that, and I think that I know that Gabriel and Crispy would agree that Isaac is the energy of this band. Isaac is the like that extra oomph that we needed, and so it's amazing. So the energy that's brought to the table, this man right here is the guy.
But they give me that energy, you know. When you have that chemistry on stage and that just the feeling, you know, it's just the love of the music. It gets you more animal, you know, and
It
you
motivates
just
you.
yes, you just let free and you try to entertain the crowd as well at the same time, you know. And that's all I'm doing. I'm not trying to be nobody or anything. Just trying to get the crowd going, and they see me get in the groove. They get in the groove, you know, and it just puts on a show. You know, that's what people love it, you know.
So
So
high energy, some covers, some originals. You guys do a little bit of a mixture. Plus, you have AJ. I think he's gonna be your the
the
what is it?
highlights.
The highlight. There you
And I'm guessing I'm guessing Crispy's the one doing the crowd surfing, right?
He still can't get in. He says.
Really?
He's like, where
Yeah.
you at?
Yeah,
I
well,
sent him the link. Ask him if it's working. It didn't
It's
let me in.
it's probably because he's a cowboy fan.
Whoa,
There-
whoa,
oh, there you
whoa.
go. That's what I'm talking
Okay,
about, Isaac. Right there. Give me some Isaac. Give me some,
let's
brother.
just cut the
Give me some,
interview
brother.
short right there.
Damn, man. Where did that
Bye,
that,
everybody.
that came out of left field, but I'll take
Trust
it.
me, it's okay. Okay,
I will take that any day.
let me
Appreciate it, Isaac.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
Isaac, just out of curiosity, so what does your wife think about your little boy being up there?
Oh, she loves it.
Yeah.
Like I said, ever since he was 8 months, she's had something, and she has a lot of the videos, you know, and she has all the pictures since he was little on stage with me, and you know, she just loves that the bond we have, you know, is daddy and son, you know, and it's crazy because 8 years, he's 8 years old, and I think I love my kids. I got two daughters, love them to death. I don't show no favorites, but I think the bond between me and my son is more because 8 years ago I was sick and I died. I ended up going down three times under the needle. They
Oh,
had to bring me back three times. So my wife was pregnant with my son at the time. So I'm blessed to be here to enjoy my son because if I didn't make it, I never got to meet my son. You know, so
mhm.
I try to cherish every moment I can with him, and
Right.
I think that's what brings me close. us closes the music and sports because I was an athlete as well, and he's an athlete. He's a heck of a football and basketball player. You should see his. I got little highlights of him where he's playing football and basketball. And man, he's an all around, and I think she sees that and she loves it. That's why she supports it. All my family supporting. They've never supported me in the music. They've always been there since day one. Oh man,
Oh,
my grandparents. They've all supported me. So she's proud of him. I could,
that's
not
good.
just him, me as well, but he's the baby of the family. So he's mama's boy, and she just loves it. She loves every minute watching him on stage.
He says she gets
So
emotional. She's a crybaby, cry of happiness. That's awesome. I can only imagine what that's like and what that feeling is. Really quickly, if Crispy can message me so I can let him in. I don't know what's happening, but if
Well,
he,
it'll help if you unblock them.
I know, God dang it, I was not supposed to do. Gee,
what
mamas.
happened?
I don't
Let me
know
see if
what's
I
going
can message
on.
him.
Let me see. Okay. So, is AJ around? Can we bring him to say hi?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can
Can
hear
you
now.
hear us?
Yeah.
I can't hear you.
Uh
Uh
oh.
oh. I hear some static.
Let's ram texting.
What's he on a typewriter?
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, I hear
Isaac,
a
let
bunch
me
of static.
see.
Yeah, I'm hearing it
Isaac
too.
left.
I think it was coming from Isaac because when he dropped his
What did
phone.
Crispy do? Okay, add.
There you go.
See,
I
the way
said
it works, Crispy, it's a you problem, not a us problem.
I couldn't hear y'all.
Okay.
All right, there
I
you go.
got
You back
something.
now. You back now.
Is AJ around? Does he want to say hi to everybody?
What's up,
Hi,
Isaac?
how are
I mean,
you?
Isaac. AJ. I'm sorry, AJ. Pleasure to meet you, buddy.
What's up, AJ?
Say he's not shy on stage, but he's shy in person.
How
Yeah.
does it feel? How does it feel to have everyone talking about you like that? It feels good. Are you excited to be when you get on stage? You get really excited. Yeah. What's your
Do you
favorite?
feel?
What's your favorite song so far?
well,
Okay.
well, we definitely want to hear you on it, man. So hopefully we'll have you here again pretty soon with your sound, dude. Hear you jamming out on it. That's
It's
awesome,
all
dude. And
stuff.
and what you're saying right there, Isaac, and obviously, Ram también with playing with his dad. I mean, it kind of goes kind of full circle, because one, that music is gonna live on forever, dude. Obviously, we don't. We know that. We're not
Yeah,
immortal. But the
yeah,
sound you guys leave behind, along with your kid in there with y'all, is, that's something that's a legacy that will be passed on through generations on to come, man. I think that's pretty awesome, and I can see why mom was getting pretty emotional about it because I start thinking about it myself. I coached my son through little league, through his whole little league. I coached my son through little league, soccer, both of them. Yes, on the last day when when he was gonna play high school baseball, that means he couldn't play little league anymore. So I was like, man, I gotta watch from the stands now, man. I start thinking back about those days when I was getting up from the couch. Man, I got to go to practice now, chingo. And now I'm sitting up on the stands watching. Like, man, I wish I was down there with them. So yeah, it goes full circle, man. You guys are building a real good thing. And obviously, you're getting a younger generation, a very young generation involved, and especially in a genre industry where we do need a younger generation. With that being said, you guys, I mean, you guys ain't new by any means. I mean, but you're new, but you're not new. I guess however you guys want to view it or describe it. Any challenges y'all ran into as far as getting the music out there, or what do y'all see in the industry that's keeping the younger generation coming up?
I don't really see nothing keeping the younger generation from coming up. I feel like us as artists, us as in the position that we are now, we need to help them. Like just like what we're doing with AJ. Anybody else that comes along that we meet that we know that is talented and just wants a shot to be on stage, I want to be that person that says, "Come on,
Yeah.
you want to get up there? Let's go." Why not? Let's do it. So that opportunity that was given to me at one point, I remember my first time on stage was with a band called Los Reales de Texas, and it was my uncle's band, and I barely knew a couple songs, and I knew a polka, I knew Yolanda, and I knew a wapango, right? Three songs, and the bajo player at the time, Ruben Castro, he's from around our area too. He's in Phoenix, Arizona right now. Phenomenal bajo player too. Uh, he convinced me that I was ready to play a polka, and so I was like, all right. And so my uncle and Tony Sanchez, may he rest in peace now. He was uh, the leader of the band, the manager. He's like, go ahead, mijo. You want to come up here and play? Go ahead. And my uncle told me, play Yolanda. Don't play the polka. You're not ready for the polka. I was like, no, dude, I'm ready. And Ruben, the ball player, you're ready, dude. You're ready. Let's go. No, hombre. I was about a minute into the song, and I didn't know how to stand anymore. I was wobbling around, and I barely made it through the polka. And I was sweating. My freaking back, my forearm was burning. And my uncle told me, I told you, cabron, you should have just played Yolanda. But
In the hard way.
it was that opportunity, though. And once I felt that, once I was on stage, that was it. I was hooked. I was hooked. And I was like, man, I'm going to make sure that my uncle never sees me tired on stage, never sees me buckle again. And I just hit it harder, but it's giving them that first opportunity to be on stage is very special and they'll never forget it. And that's what we're doing with AJ. We're going to make sure that he never forgets those moments that he's on stage. And it's so special that he's alongside his dad, alongside Isaac. So that just makes it even sweeter. So
Yeah,
Oh
and
yeah.
then who knows what his future holds. He could start a band or the join another, join something that makes his heart happy. So, speaking of like working with, new members and younger members, if anyone wants to collaborate with you all, are you open to that? We've had a lot of bands and artists come in here tonight. Are y'all open to working with different artists or different bands?
Oh yeah, we're here to support one another. We're not here to compete with anyone. We're all humble. We want what we want for ourselves. We want for others as well. So yes, we would love to collab. There's some artists that I've been wanting to collab with since about a year ago. Last time I was on your podcast. But hopefully in the future we can. Hopefully in the future we can do some collabs.
So let's put it out
yeah,
there. Who would you guys like to collab with? I mean, I know because me and we've done an interview before. We've done two before, but who would
Yeah,
you collab with?
mine's still one of them is Conjunto Cats. I would still love to do something with Conjunto Cats. And anybody else, it doesn't matter. But even some of the groups around here, Superado, Incepcion, you know, that'd be fine. No, we grew up with Arcos music también. Hermanos Peña. Anybody, we're open to anything. We're not one to shy away from nobody. So, but my main one right now, I would love to do, and still is Conjunto Cats.
Yeah, I
And
remember. I remember that answer. Yeah, conjunto cats y no cambió.
Yeah, yeah.
So, dude, hey, it's gonna come, man. You never
Yeah.
know. Right place,
Uh,
right
eh,
time. You never
yeah.
know.
And shout out to them on their new single too.
Eres casado, right?
Yep,
They just
yep,
released Casado.
yep. Yeah, shout out to Art and Zeke and Diego and Nathan.
They're very talented. I think we definitely need to listen to them and push them as well. They're fun to watch, and
Yeah,
they're
man.
also very young. They have some really young members in there, and we
Yeah.
just need to keep cultivating them and embracing them in our genre.
Man, Poet Crispy, dude, I kind of feel bad. I feel like we're up in the treehouse and we're not letting him in. We're not dropping the ladder for him,
We're
man.
just like,
I see him up. He's like, "Hey, come on, drop the ladder."
He had a rough day today, and he still can't get in.
I tried. I tried to message him. I don't know. I'm sorry, Crispy. It's not personal. I promise. Maybe from Marty, but not from her. Here. So Ram, really quickly, who would you like to collaborate with?
To be honest, I'm like Isaac. Whoever's open to it is open to it. I'm down to work with anybody. My ultimate, I guess, ultimate collab that I would like to accomplish once we establish ourselves, and keep pushing these originals out, is a Mia 22, because Mariano Resendez is one of my favorite accordion players. Uh, so he took Secreto where he took it, and then
Uh
Yeah, we're losing you again, bud.
oh. The UFO took him.
Se acabaron los minutos, bro.
Put a dime in there.
Yeah, there you go. You bet. Oh well, yeah, you lagging a little bit though.
what's going on? Can y'all hear me now?
Yep,
Hello?
you're good.
Okay, dang, I'm gonna have to stand right here.
It's me.
It's holding me. It's holding me
It's me,
hostage like the mic does at practice.
He's like this.
Yeah,
He's trying to find the service.
If I stand in this corner and go like this.
My ultimate collab would be Mia 22, but like Isaac said, there's so many guys around here like Incepcion. I think we could do a cool collab with them. Los Hermanos Peña. I mean, there's so many guys around here that we could do something cool with. So I'm down for whatever. Whoever's game, throw your hat in the ring. We'll throw ours, and if we like it and we feel it, let's put it out there.
Yeah. Crispy, you can answer in the chat since you can't. I don't know why it's not letting you. It's open, so you should be able to come on in. Keep trying is all I can say.
Let me try something real quick.
Okay, you try. You
Yeah,
try.
he's probably lying. He just does. He just wants people to feel sorry for him.
Oh wow!
In that case, I'm not even gonna try.
Answer everything in the chat.
He told Ram to put a quarter in the jukebox.
Hey, here's the inside joke, Isaac.
I don't even want to know. I don't think I want to know.
Yeah, it could be something else.
Yeah, he is a very talented drummer. He's a very talented drummer, and he's the backbone to your band. So, kudos to Crispy out there. What was it like, Ram, to get him on your drums?
Well, it was amazing, and I got 2 aces in one day. It was crazy. So I was talking to G Money. G Money was like, "I'm in." We had another Bajo player at the time, which we'll leave names out. But it was cool. We were. He was like, "But who are we gonna get on drums?" So I said, "Hold on, let me call Chris Reyna." And so I called Chris, and Chris is like, "Fuck yeah, dude, I'm down. Who's gonna play the bass?" I said, "Gabriel Reyes." He was like, "Who's that?" They never met each other ever. And I was like, "Man, he's been around, bro. He's a. I guarantee you, once you play with him, bro, it's gonna be on lock." And Gabriel a see it to believe guy, right? He Gabriel don't like. I gotta see it to believe it. He's that type of guy. He was like, okay, bro. Man, as soon as I got those two guys together in the same room, it was over. They were just, it just, I can't explain it. It was just fire. It was like they've been playing together forever and they had never met each other in their lives. And then, so they started talking like, oh, you used to play with Rival. Oh, man, I used to band. And the rest is history, right? So we went through a couple of Bajo players. Um, Shouts out to the Bajo Killer. I got a lot of love for my brother. We played a lot of years together. Um, didn't work out. Um, there was no love lost there. And then we had another guy for a short amount of time. And then we felt like it was time to get in the studio. And Isaac came around to one of our practices, and we kind of lost a Bajo player. And then we had a studio session scheduled. And then Isaac, agreed to help us. And then I had no idea. And I swear to this, I had no idea he was gonna part ways with, his venture that he was with. And everything just kind of fell into place the way it did. And we all got together, and the rest is history. Here's Fuerza now. And it's just so awesome to, like I said, to be a part of this. And then to be pumping out originals to me is the most special thing because I love covers. Man, we go over covers all the time when we practice right after we get done working on our music. Hey, this one. Hey, that one. You remember this one? You remember that one? And or I'll bust out a song, right? And they're great songs. One of my favorite ones that we do is Si Yo Fuera Él, from Los Cardenales.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of my favorite songs, and man, we do it. Man, maybe we should. Oh no, there's another idea there, but these guys are phenomenal. Everything happened. It wasn't forced. Everything just kind of unfolded, and now we got so much material to work on. It's like, dang it, man, we got to get to work now.
No, it's when it's meant to be, it's meant to be, man.
Yeah,
Y'all came at the right time, y luego, pues, everybody's go through their trials and stuff like that. But obviously, you guys met at the right time. You know, y'all met.
absolutely.
Unfortunately, one of them is not very technologically inclined to get in here in this conversation. But
I thought I was
but
the worst.
nonetheless,
What
Thought
where
it was
is
he
gonna be easy,
y'all are here.
Crispy. We thought it was gonna be easy, Crispy.
But nonetheless, y'all are here. That, dude. I mean, you keep on bring up the original. I start thinking in my head. I was like, man, I could barely remember some of the stuff I write down. How what is it that just keeps that up in your head, dude? All that music that you say you got pumping out. I mean, I'm pretty sure
man?
you already wrote some of this stuff down, but how do you keep that up here? What goes through your mind when you're trying to just process all that?
Man, honestly, I don't know, man. Like it's just so when I wrote Perdona, man, I knew it was special. And then I wrote Liberado and a few other ones, right? Which Liberado is out now. But Liberado is a song that I've had with me for a while. And I knew I could play it, I could sing it, but it was like in a key that I knew didn't fit me, right? So I dropped it. I dropped it to another tono, but it took the like the flavor out of it, right?
Mhm.
So um I told Gabriel, I said, bro, you need to sing this song. Like this this song fits you. And this was before Isaac came in the picture. And so I sent him the lyrics. He started practicing it, and I was like, shit, there it is. And then Isaac joined the team and then just took it to another level with the seconds. Because I'll tell y'all one thing. I don't know how the hell he does it, but his seconds are so freaking high. but and on point. And then Liberado just came to light. And Gabriel was like, "Are you sure, bro? Like, that's your song?" I said, "Brother, I don't care if it's my song or Steve Jordan's song.
Mhm.
Whoever sings it better needs to be on the fucking forefront." Excuse my
Mhm.
language.
Very good.
Because at the end of the day, we want the best result for the song, no matter what. And that's what we did, and the rest is history. And then Isaac's been coaching me on singing seconds. So at the very end, we do a little trio where I jump in on the second and Isaac does the thirds. And if you pay attention to the very last of the song, you can hear it. And but that was Isaac, like, because I never believed in myself to be a second vocalist until Isaac came around and started helping me. And pretty much, he's my vocal coach now. Like,
Wow.
he helps
That's
me.
awesome.
He's like, he gets onto me sometimes. No, bro, you're going to my part. You need to stay over here. I'm like, okay.
Stay on there.
I'm in
That-
vocal jail right now.
but no, but that's what's good about us también is that we all can sing a little, you know.
Mhm.
We're not one to steal the spotlight from one another. You know,
Yeah,
we all help each other out.
yeah, and that's the thing. Nobody wants a spotlight, like Isaac said. And really, it's like 50-50, right? Like me and G Money. Then Isaac's been singing a little more and more and more now. Great, I'm telling you, man, Isaac is one of the best vocalists I have ever witnessed on stage, standing next to me. He's just, and he sings a freaking columpio effortless.
That's a good
I'm
song.
like,
That's a good song.
I hate this guy. I wish I could sing that
Well,
song.
I say let's do this. Let's hear the newest song, and I'll let you guys introduce it, and then maybe y'all can do a little acoustic. And if Crispy could get on, we could have him play the drums. Just
Right?
kidding. But let's go ahead. I'll let you
Yes, I
introduce
see him
the
knocking.
newest song, and then we'll let everyone hear it.
Let's do it.
You want to
This is
introduce it?
this is Liberado, a song that I wrote. It's featuring Gabriel Reyes on vocals and Isaac on second vocals mainly. Um, so these guys knocked it out of the park. I hope you guys enjoy it. Go stream it. Go show us some love. It is a great song, and we kept it old school bolero, kind of like Ramon Ayala style, but Fuerza style on top of that.
Yes, and a big salute to everybody hanging out. Salutes to Anthony Patterson out there and Crispy. We want to get you on here, so let us help you. I'm gonna go ahead and play the song.
Let's go.
Aquí sigo atrapado en la tempestad de tu maldad. Estoy decidido a seguir adelante y salir de esta tormenta que mal me has pagado. No puedo creer que no tengas corazón. Gracias a Dios he escapado las rejas de tu falso amor. Ahora sonrío buscando un camino lejos de tu presencia. Tal vez el tiempo me cure la herida que tú me causaste. Tal vez un día me encuentre el amor de mis sueños y está liberado de ti. Ay, qué dolor. has pagado. No puedo creer que no tengas corazón. Gracias a Dios he escapado las rejas de tu falso amor. Ahora sonrío buscando un camino lejos de tu presencia. Tal vez el tiempo me cure la herida que tú me causaste. Tal vez un día me encuentre el amor de mis sueños y está liberado de ti.
That is
Badass song, man.
phenomenal. I love it.
Y'all
The
make me want to
Anthony
go pour
Patterson-
something a little bit stronger in this cup. But that's cool.
Let me get the
Yeah.
shots out.
Yeah,
Anthony Patterson said
just
that's
a wee bit stronger.
he said it's a badass voice. So big saludos to Anthony out there supporting. And y'all go follow Anthony Patterson. Very talented también out there. West Texas. I'm telling you, a lot of talent out there. Y'all need to get a big old like festival and highlight all the bands out there because you guys have some great work. Ram's on the move again. Ram.
He's looking for
Yeah,
crispy.
No se puede sentar.
I'm coming to get my accordion real quick.
Ah,
Oh,
okay.
cool.
But now,
So, Isaac, Ram, question. You know, obviously, you guys are just you talked about your originals. Y'all talked about covers earlier. Any country music in there in the works?
We've talked about it. We've talked about it. Yeah, we
Yeah.
have. That's something
crazy.
that's good, kind of good about. We're versatile a little, so
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, y'all got the talent for it, man. I mean, it's shit. Yeah, I mean, everybody's touching on it nowadays,
Yeah.
But not saying for y'all to follow the crowd or any of that, but it will touch on a different, touching on different genre, touching on different you know, set of audience. I mean, if y'all got it, man, put it out there.
Yep.
So actually, Isaac doesn't know this yet, or Crispy, but
Oh,
me
wait.
and Gabriel have
Gotta
been
give you important
me and Gabriel been
information.
kind of working on. We've been kind of working on something behind the scenes, me and Gabriel. So it's a song that goes, God dang, I went blank. I know the lyrics, or a little bit of the lyrics, but it's, I wouldn't change you if I could. I love you as you are. You're all that I would wish for if I wished upon a star. An angel sent from heaven. You're everything that's good. So, yeah, me and G Money are already working on that behind the scenes. So,
There we go.
yeah, we got some country coming up.
Damn, that's gonna be kick ass too, man. That's awesome. I mean, I asked that from a lot of the Tejano artists we talked to here because I mean, Tejano's so versatile, man. You can make it a Swiss Army knife. Any tool, I'm sorry, any genre that y'all could touch on. Y'all always hit it out the park. And I'm talking about in general with Tejano artists. It's always a hit. I mean, not everything we touch is going to turn into gold, but it just with the country genre, it seems like everybody is just really lighting a big fire with it.
And like covering a lot of English songs.
Yeah.
And actually, Crispy has some really good ideas on some Texas country, right, Iceman?
Yep.
He's brought up some good songs and some good ideas. So, yeah.
So Texas country to you, what does that sound like?
There he is. Look at him.
Wow, there he is.
He could talk about that. He knows it
He
more.
is.
And then Ram left.
Big
Oh
old
wow.
Crispy.
Okay.
Hey, the late one brings the dinner, man. You got the Whataburger there for us or what, man?
Right?
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Hey, that's our go-to spot, Whataburger.
Whataburger should be sponsoring me as often as
Right?
I go.
Y'all know the iPhone was smarter than I am. I had to put my name in there.
Yes. I could have
Oh
told
my!
you that.
Is that what was holding you?
Back.
That's what was holding me
As
back.
long as you tell us you weren't misspelling your name, dude, we're good.
If you would have
I'm
said,
surprised.
Mary, it's not on me, and I can't. I would say put your name in, but you never answered me back. So,
I was watching from the window.
well, you're a window watcher.
Marty down there in the comments said, "Oh gosh, send him send him another wrong link."
So you're Crispy's a peeping tom.
Oh, the
He's
truth
watching from
comes
the
out.
window.
Shout out to my wife. She's actually our merch lady. So
Oh,
we'll be having merch soon. About to be out there selling. So be on the
well,
Oh,
lookout.
y'all let us know. We'll help you promote it. We'll help you push it. And
yeah,
as well as the
absolutely.
music, we're here to help y'all support you in any way that we can. He's from Lubbock. And are
As
you,
you can tell, everybody gangs up on Crispy.
I was just
I
going to
see
say, are
that,
you the one
man.
that they pick on? Are you the carrier of that?
They gang up on me.
That's why you and George get along, huh?
That's
Yeah,
why I was
yeah.
acting like I couldn't get in because I knew y'all were gonna gang up on me.
You're
Hey,
like, I can get in. Hell, I could
hey,
run this stream.
Crispy.
I just don't want to.
Hey, Crispy. Stop it,
What's up?
babe. Stop it, babe.
Do what?
Stop it.
Ya
Oh my
déjala,
god.
Ramiro. Ya déjala.
It's freezing. It's freezing.
So listen to this, everybody who may not know. We have I don't know him by Chris Reyna. I know him by Krispy Kreme. Mr. Chris Reyna, who is the drum player for Fuerza Imparable. Welcome and thank you for joining us. We've already kind of introduced the band a little bit, but let's get a little bit of history about Chris. And then I did ask to see if you guys would sing us a song. So, Chris, tell us a bit about yourself. How long have you been in the music business, and what was your like the inspiration to get involved in music?
I've been doing music for 27 years, and what got me started was I come from a family of musicians, and that they're long back in the 90s, which was my dad's band, Grupo Arena, and my uncle, every time I was the light guy, I was there on the side running the lights, and all I would be watching was my uncle play the drums, and so that's just how I started. And then they would play on a Saturday, and then I'd go Sunday morning and I'd set up a 5-gallon paint buckets, and I'd set them up as a drum set, and I'd go break twigs off the tree, break them in half, and those were my drumsticks. And then I finally discovered, I was like, well, I can make different sounds out of this. So I started putting little rocks underneath them to make, if one's flat, it has a different sound. They come up and a little bit higher, and they all have different sounds. And so that's just how I learned and how I got started.
So no one taught you, just learn from ear, like listening
Yeah.
to songs, like listening to other songs.
Yes. Yeah. Like I just go out there and make my own beat.
That's creative, dude. I mean, that's very creative, man. My son's a drummer too. He picked it up just by his first set was an electric drum set, but he just picked it up by he told me the same thing just by listening to the sounds that were coming out the speakers from the song he was listening to. So no, I
Yes, sir.
definitely could relate to that, man. It's the 27 years, and obviously you got your love of music or started music with your family as well, like you just said. It's the same genre. You stuck with the same genre throughout the years, or were you in different bands where they played different genres?
Well, I was actually, when I was in college, years ago, because I'm only 28 years old. But anyway, no, I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say yes. I
Hey,
co-host.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but I was gonna let you keep going.
No, I
No
played,
wonder
I
you guys
played,
get along.
I played some country music. I played some rock music, while I was in college, and then the rest of the time it's been period. I've really started out playing Tejano music. Tejano, like Excelencia, Gary Hobbs, David Lee Garza, Tejano, and then I finally discovered, that there's different different types. There's a conjunto, so I started playing conjunto music, and I've been in conjunto for a long time. And then I finally I helped out some friends, and it's been a long time since I played Tejano, and they played was Tejano. And then I came in with Ram, and we're just a different. It's a different style of music. We're our own style, to be honest. Like, I guess I don't even know what to call it, to be honest.
Imparable style.
Yeah,
Imparable.
that West Texas style that we talked about earlier.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That West Texas style.
They,
Oh, that's
they
cool,
want
man.
to know, how did you get your nickname? Sorry.
Yeah, I was about to ask the same thing. Yeah.
My nickname, it came from a friend that I was helping him out in his band too, and he was always like, "CC, start the beat, CC," and I was like, "CC, my name's Chris Rayner, CR. Where does he get CC from, right?" And so I asked him. We went on break, and I said, we call him Boy Floaters. His name's Boy Floaters, Juan Floaters, but we call him Boy Floaters. And I said, "Hey boy," I was like, "You're calling me CC." I was like, "My name's Chris Rayner. I'm CR." He's like, "No, you're Krispy Kreme." And I was like, oh, "Okay." So it stuck with me since then, and it's been years. So
I didn't know that Boy is the one that came up with that. I know Boy Floaters real well.
yeah, Boy Floaters was the one that came up with it. CC.
Tell
He
them,
would
tell
never
them the
say.
real truth, Crispy.
No, I don't think we could hear the truth on this stream right here. We'll have to wait till midnight to say that one.
Oh, yeah.
We have to wait till after hours. That'll be Let's Talk Tejano after hours for that explanation.
But remember, we're on Serious Tejano here, so
Well, hey, Isaac, when AJ goes to bed, we could tell that story, man.
Right?
all the children go to bed. I see the guys. I don't know where Ram went, but I see the guys getting their instruments ready. Do you have your bucket ready, Krispy Kreme?
Yeah,
No, I
you
don't.
putting us on the spot.
I did not. I did not. I just volunteered you.
Hey, Crispy, can you put your camera down just a bit? Because I feel like we're talking to Wilson from Home Improvement, where you can
Well, I
just
was
see up half of his face.
I have it on the charger thing.
Oh, okay, got it.
So because I didn't, well, I can lower it right here. Hopefully,
Yeah,
it
no,
don't fall.
There
my
you
phone,
go. There you
my
go.
battery's pretty low too.
We better
Oh, man.
hurry. I don't know where Ram went. So
I don't know.
let's see here. No red
He-
light.
He's probably practicing.
All right,
Battery probably died.
let's see these nicknames that Mari threw out there. So Isaac, you're Iceman. Ramiro is Ram that she knows of. Gabriel's G Money. Obviously, we heard his name. Chris is Krispy Kreme that we know of, and AJ is Ace Man.
Ace Man.
So you got Iceman and Ace. I was expecting a Maverick somewhere in there, but I guess none of y'all made the cut on that one. Huh?
So let me see here. Let me see if I get a hold of Ram now. If it's not one, it's the other, huh? You guys are high maintenance. No, hombre, fuerza imparable.
I wouldn't doubt his phone died.
I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure. All right, let's see. They said hello from Haines City, Florida. I know we had Grupo Septimo in here. We had Joe Leal, saludos to the familias watching. I know we had, let me see here, Lori Pena, Joanne Pena. Saludos to our mods that are in here too. Terry, Marie, Leslie, Ophelia. Thank you guys so much. And Jesse. I don't know who else is in here. I'm going through the comments really fast. Sorry. Norma, saludos. Everybody out there. Let's see if we can get a hold of Ram. But your music is available on all the music media platforms, right? Under Fuerza Imparable.
Yes.
And then you guys are going to be in, if I can remember it right, because the comment, I can't find it, is Crosby Town, Texas, October 4th.
Yes.
Maybe jamming with a couple other bands, right?
Yes.
Awesome.
That's Krispy Kreme's hometown, Crosbytown.
Is it really?
We don't say that too loud. I'm just kidding.
He's not. He's like, don't say that out loud.
Too late.
Yeah, that's my hometown. It's a little bitty town. If you blink, you'll miss it. It's probably maybe a population, I want to say, of 2,500 people, maybe.
Oh,
But
still not too bad.
that's where I was raised in, and that's where I grew up at, and of course, there's nothing else to do, so but play
I was
music.
just gonna say, like
Awesome.
when y'all have music festivals or concerts out there, I bet you it gets pretty full because there's just not a lot of like
Right.
venues and stuff, right?
Yes, that is
They said
right.
where's that? Where's Crosby Town?
Crosbyton is, if I want to say, if I remember right, it's like 40 minutes east of Lubbock, east of Lubbock, Texas.
40 minutes east of Lubbock. So that would be
That'd
coming
be
back
going
towards Houston,
towards Dallas.
towards Dallas. Okay.
It's actually towards Dallas, yes. From Lubbock, coming from Lubbock, going towards Dallas that way.
All right. Got it.
Yes.
Got it. You out there where the tumbleweeds are at then, huh?
Yeah, West Texas dirt, everything.
Hmm.
There he is.
All right.
Sorry, guys. I had a call from my brother giving me an update on my dad. So
Everything okay?
we'll leave that for another day. But I'm gonna
Okay.
hop off.
All right. Our prayers are with you, Ram. Let us know if you need anything, and I hope everything gets better.
Yeah. Sorry, I gotta hop off, guys. But I gotta call my brother back, and I'll text you, brothers, on the group chat. Let y'all know what's up.
Hola, Ramiro, man.
All right.
Prayers
Thank
out
you,
to you, brother.
Ram. Everybody go
Yeah.
follow Fuerza Imparable. We're gonna let these guys go jam out, and then we'll in the interview here. But thank you, Ram. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for having me on. It's nice to meet you. Este, my boy, you got a friend here. Este, we'll do it at a little bit better time next time. My dad's not doing so well, so I gotta hop off.
Hola, Ram. No, hey, dude, go take care of business, man. We understand.
All right, brothers.
Hola.
All right. Well, our prayers are with Ram and Ramiro Senior. So big prayers out there. Everyone, keep them in your prayers. Really quickly, I don't want to. I know. Chris, you just got here, but can y'all do a little song for us to kind of get us through this?
You know, you put me on the spot, but I'm gonna do a gospel song for Ram's dad. You know, we put me on the spot, so don't judge
No, we
me.
never would do that.
And
Yeah, man.
and I don't sing, so
You trying?
Necesitado me encuentro, Señor. Ayúdame a ver, yo quiero saber lo que debo hacer. Muestre el camino. Yo quiero vivir, Señor, por mi bien, yo quiero vivir un día a la vez. Un día a la vez, mi Cristo, es lo que pido de ti. Dame la fuerza para vivir un día a la vez. Ayer ya pasó, mi Cristo, mañana quizás no vendrá. Ayúdame hoy, yo quiero vivir un día a la vez. Ayúdame hoy, yo quiero vivir un día a la vez.
That's beautiful. Oh my gosh, that was so beautiful.
Prayers, prayers ran for Mr. Pops. Prayers.
Many prayers.
many
Absolutely. Great
prayers.
song. Great selection, man. Fits the timing. So great selection.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Chris, kind of going back to you, since we kind of already drilled Isaac and put him on the spot. I'm not gonna make you play the drums or anything, but we kind of talked about writing music and putting your input. What Where do you want to see Fuerza Imparable? Like, do you want to continue with the sounds, or are you looking to expand what you all play right now?
Yeah, I mean, we of course, I've always wanted to reach for the top. That's just what it's always been, and it's like like the saying says, go big or go home,
Hmm.
and I see it as I think with this group that we have the talent to do it, and we have the talent that we're gonna make it somewhere is how I feel, and then with Ram and his originals, because Ram's a phenomenal, and I mean a phenomenal songwriter, and I feel with his originals that we can do that, we can make it to the top.
That's awesome. Yeah, he does have a lot in his head, and he tries to get them out. What do you think is the magic that made you all work so well together?
The magic with just the talent. Yeah, Isaac's a man, phenomenal, a phenomenal bajo player. And G Money, like Ram was saying, when me and G Money first, I didn't even know who G Money was, and we got in there, and I just, I just did what I was gonna do, and he did what he was gonna do, and it came out phenomenal as well. And it's just the all around talent that's in this band, that's I would consider the magic, the talent that's in this band.
That's great. Isaac, same question.
What was the question again?
What do you think is like the magic that makes you all work so well together?
Man, we just vibe. Um, we don't. Man, it's hard to, like you said, we're so busy, and it's hard to get practice. But when we practice, like we didn't miss a beat. It's just the chemistry we have with one another. Um, Man, it's crazy. Just like I said, I just barely met these guys 3 months ago. Never knew Crispy and never knew Ram, but when we got together, it felt like we knew each other for years. Like we grew up together. It's crazy. I think that's what makes our group, what makes the magic happen is that we just vibe so well with one another. And like I said, you have that bond. It makes everything run a little bit smoother, a lot smoother.
Got
You know,
Got
so.
you. And now you guys are under Falcon, right? You're under Falcon
Yes,
Productions.
House
Production.
of Falcon
House of
Productions.
Falcon.
Yes,
Yes, and I know that is a dream of Rams, and unfortunately, he's not here to share it with us. But I know that was a dream, and that's just important to show that you guys are doing this on your own, but you're also doing it with the passion that you bring to the genre, and I think like Crispy says, he's like, we don't have a sound. Like we're not the Tejano. We're not really going junto. We're in them, in that mix, but I think what George said is you guys you have that West Texas sound. There's just a unique sound that certain bands in West Texas bring to the table, and you guys are there in the forefront of that.
Yeah, it's that not fast paced, but it's got a faster rhythm to it, but definitely unique. Unique for us, but not unique to y'all. To y'all, it just comes out. It's just comes out originally from y'all, man. Uh, I, we Grupo Entrego, we know them very well. Friends of the show. We have a couple of the bands from West Texas, and it's. I'm not saying it's the same conversation with them, but it kind of leads back to the same thing that we're talking about now. It's just that West Texas sound, dude. It rattles. It mixes well, and also, it's man, the way y'all described the way y'all came together is the way those other bands described it too. So obviously it's something to well water over there with you guys. It's they kind of describe the same journey, the same
yes, sir.
journey of, hey, we've only known each other for this long, but man, it feels like we've been playing since, Chavalios,
All
it's
right.
kind of been the same story. So that's good.
Yes, sir.
Yes, that's awesome. They have a question for you in the chat. Crispy, are you a songwriter?
I actually am a little bit. Like I've written how many songs did I tell you already, Isaac? Three. I've
Three?
I've written three songs already, and of course, I showed the man himself, Ram, to see, make sure, what he thought, and he's like, those songs are fire, bro. But I mean, I do write a little bit, and that's, speaking of college, that's what I went for. I went for commercial music, which is I can produce, I can record, mix, master, and then write my own music and stuff like
That's awesome, man.
Wow.
Awesome, dude.
Man of
Awesome.
all trades. That's awesome. That's awesome. So, if you were to watch Fuerza Imparable, you're going to get a high energy band that does do few covers, some originals, and they're just, you never know what you're going to get. They're even thinking about doing a little bit of country, a little variety to their shows. They have a lot of talent. If you could put the many years between everybody, how many years do you all think you have like added together?
Oh, dang. A
Wow.
lot. A
Over
lot.
40 years, right? I don't know G Money. I don't know too much about
Yeah.
An easy over 40. Oh, I think it would be more than 50 years
50
altogether.
years of
Yeah.
experience that they would bring to you if you were to go watch them. So be on the lookout for more music. They're going to be in the studio very, very soon. They already have two out there, Perdóname and
Leave it out.
Liberado.
Yeah.
It's the Nostalvo Kid,
It's
okay? It's the Nostalvo Kid coming out. Liberado. I have to think about it.
As long
Um,
as you didn't say liberation.
liberation.
Climation, I don't know, but leave it out though. Go check it on all the music media platforms. Please be following Fuerza Imparable. Please be following Isaac and Ram and Crispy and I don't know. Does G Money have social media? Be
Yes.
following
Gabriel
Gabriel
Reyes.
Reyes. Thank
Gabriel
you.
Reyes.
Be following them. You never know what's coming out. You never know what you're gonna get. If you follow them on all the social medias and music media, you're gonna get they're gonna be sharing their music and everything that's coming out, any shows that they're gonna be traveling to. If you want them in a city near you, just reach out to your bands, your clubs, and whoever is in charge of doing that. Have them reach out to Fuerza Imparable. Tell them you want to see them in your city, but most importantly, stream their music. And if you see a DJ playing music on apps, radios, anywhere, request their music. It helps them grow, like it, share it, all of the above. The same, I always say the same thing on all my, I have to get on that soapbox that it takes all of us, the fans, the DJs, the bands, it takes all of us. And we definitely have to help bands that are working independently. They have to work twice as hard, and that's okay. It's their passion, but they work twice as hard, so you know that music comes from their heart. I want to
Yes.
thank you guys. Again, prayers to Ram Senior and Ramiro, like Ram, to be going through this right now. Thank you guys for joining us. Sorry you were so late, Crispy, but we appreciate you joining us. We will definitely have a part 2 down the road when you guys have music come out, and we want to definitely help you push that. Know that your music will be playing on Sirius Tejano and on the Triple M show. DJ Elite, who is our third of Let's Talk Tejano, he goes live. He has a mix Tuesdays and Thursdays from 10 to 12 on Sirius Tejano. And then I have a show every Saturday and Sunday from 9 to 11. And then we're playing music 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on Sirius Tejano. So know that your music will be added and has been added. And we will definitely keep sharing that with everyone. So thank you guys for taking time out of your night. I'm going to let George say our sponsor and his goodbyes. And we'll be looking forward to the next one.
Well, all right, all right. So, yeah, our sponsor, our Fuego Lento Seasonings. I know you guys have heard me talk about them. I'm going to continue talking about them because it's such a great product. Go out to our fuegolento.shop for all your seasoning needs. He still has a combo special going on with a couple of seasonings. We know a hat and seasoning combo. So go give him a follow on social media, Fuego Lento Seasonings on both Facebook and TikTok. Look for seasonings. I know he does drawings every now and then. He just had a great drawing not too long ago where it was either $1,000 or Santa Maria Grill, man. And I'll tell you what, I would have taken that Santa Maria Grill in a heartbeat, man, because that was a badass grill. I saw it up close myself. I went to Rudy's office. I checked it out, man. It was a good looking rig. So y'all go out there, pay him a visit, okay? A Fuego Lento Seasonings on social media and a Fuego Lento .shop for the merch.
And if you use Tejano 20 when you purchase something, you get 20% off your total, which is a great deal. That's a deal exclusively for Let's Talk Tejano. So our official sponsor, Let's Talk Tejano and Serious Tejano, thank you for letting us have this interview here tonight. Big saludos to Crystal City and Joe. And here, Fuerza Imparable, best of luck. We will definitely support you guys. Thank you so much for all you do in the music industry. Thank you for supporting Let's Talk Tejano and Triple M Show. You guys have a great rest of your night. Be safe, God bless, and thank you to everybody that tuned in. You watch afterward. Tell us when you watch it, and be following Fuerza Imparable. Thank you, guys.
All right, Chris
Thank
Isaac.
y'all.
I'll see y'all, man.
Good night.
I will see y'all. Thank
Yeah.
y'all.
Bye, y'all.